All right, fellas, I am back. Well, I played out actually the rest of this scenario, and I put pieces back just to kind of give you a take on what happened, which was interesting. Basically, this unit is also killed off, but what happened was, as you know, this unit here, that was CX, was behind this wall, got into the courtyard, advanced into this building. This T-70 and this T-70 were back here. This T-70 decided to move forward to be in better position to attack that building. When this one decided to move forward, the German unit shot at it, destroyed it, and that's taken out. This unit now it's stuck where it's at. These units back here were over here, and they moved up. This German unit was able to fire on that T-70, causing a wreck in the street. All crew members were killed, stopping these two T-70s where they are. This is the position they were at. What happened was then next, this German unit was able to get into this building. This T-70 turned around and fired and missed. Had a 2 hex spine penalty. And then these German units moved up into this building and then actually moved into the street to get ready for a close combat. It was close combat time for advance. They took their check to see if they can do a close combat. They passed. They also did a check to see if they can do close combat. They passed. So this group went in first. So it was just a 658 and a leader. They needed a 6. They were able to destroy that T-70, and this T-70 then became a wreck. And the reason why this unit follow, these are radioless tanks, so they stay together. So when this unit went forward, this unit followed up, which was taken out by the German unit in there. So now we have 3 T-70s that have been destroyed, and we have one up there with 2 of them sitting back. Then what I did was I moved the German unit into that building for an assault. They fired, nothing happened. These Russians, he did a bypass. So I believe I took one squad bypass to get there. They fired, nothing happened. These guys hit the ground. So they were marked with first fire. These units here, I believe, oh yeah, it was the rest of these units here came in around this way and ended up inside the woods. They can't fire on them, and these guys could not fire either. So they decided not to fire, actually. They decided not to fire. And what else was there that I did? I brought these guys around this way, trying to stay behind the buildings and trying to stay away from this unit here, trying to get into blind spots, and also that unit. So we were able to get these Russians up to about, I believe, here. These guys were able then to get into, what we did was we split off. We were able to get in here, and then I advanced. I was able to get in here, and I advanced. This unit was able to get here. But before that happened, I was able to pull this German unit all the way out and was stuck in the street at that time. So that's how this was playing out. This unit was able to escape and get back here. Now they did fire on them, but they were able to get out in time. What else is there? And then these guys then moved up and we did something like so. These units here actually pulled back. They were here, so they'll have the wall, and they had the rack as hindrance. But then they decided, let's pull back into the building instead. And now there is no line of sight for them unless they go up a level. I believe I pulled them actually back to here. And these guys moved up, got them here. These T-70s were able to get to here, and actually, was it, yeah, to here and to here. And I believe that's how I ended it. They were able to actually finally get back. So, and we broke a unit. I think this unit had to go back. We got a unit here. This unit was broken. And so, we ended it like so, where you had 4 T-70s destroyed. And they needed to get off the map over here to the west. As you can see, I still had 2 AT guns waiting for them. Actually, this gun was actually here. Oh no, it was correct. It was there. Because I wanted the line of sight of here. So that's where they were, and these guys were here with a roadblock to slow them down. So I called it here. I forgot, I believe I was on turn 8. And there's 11 turns for this. But it doesn't look, because we're going to be slowed up. We have a unit here that's broken. Don't have enough firepower. With these, we have to just pound as much as we can. What I should have done was taken these Russian troops and just put them all over here and just, let's put all the firepower on one section and move that out of the way and work our way this way. Because when we started back here, brought our way here, and then once we got here, we decided to split off, taking 3 of the T-70s this way and the other 3 going the other way. And that's when we ran into trouble, where this unit, as we remember, was in this level 1 and fired down. And now, even though we have God's eye view, I try to play where I don't know where things are. And so I would drive the T-70 where it's supposed to be going and not say, well, I'm not going that way because I know something's there. And so that's why, for instance, with this unit here, it was back here. And even though there was a unit here, I still drove the T-70 because in reality, I don't really know it's there. I know because I could see it in the game, but if this was reality, you wouldn't. So he drove here and he was able to fire and destroy it. And that, for me, that's what makes the story for ASL. Things like that, where you just let it unfold. It's not about winning or losing for me. It's about just playing it out and let laws of physics take its course and how things work in reality, and just have a fun time. And so, like I said, we're just going to leave it here where they're fighting it out, but we'll start another one. Again, just learning the system. And I might do one, and I think I posted this somewhere. I might do one where I don't know if I'll use a T-34 and just have infantry units that have no weapons, no support weapons, and they have to take out the tank. But they're going to have to get up close and do close combat to take it out. So I might do something like that. Maybe have one T-34 and 2 squads that need to take it out. And that is their mission. And that way I learn the mechanics of close combat against AFV and AFV against infantry. Another one I'm going to probably do is mortars again, which I was doing a lot of, where I'll have a team of mortars that have to neutralize a certain area. I think that would be fun. Maybe I'll use this map here, where I can have a mortar team back here and they have to neutralize something over here. Yeah, and I'll put this on a video. But yeah, that's how I learn a system. I try to learn a mechanic and do it over and over and over again until I understand how the mechanic works. And then it becomes second nature. 'Cause for me, the game system becomes unfun if you don't know how to really play it. All right, guys, I will talk to you guys later.